super cool, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch it, you should own it. It's on Netflix, or you can buy it from me today.
So I'm going to ask each one of these ladies, what do you have going on right now? What do you... Taryn? Yes. No, I'm going to jump from you to Bai Ling.
Like what? Just projects? Or just
projects, yes. Even music.
Oh, music. So I have a new single out, which I'm very proud of because it just became #3 on the Billboard charts. So pumped. It's called Send Me Your Love. And what else? I just finally did my first lead in a comedy because I'm always like seen as like this crybaby dramatic actress. I'm actually pretty funny, I think. So I played a funny role. Y50 is coming out November 5th, another episode. What else? I don't know. Always so much.
But you're working, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bai Ling just did Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, I did.
And
So did Terrence Howard.
I haven't seen it yet. I was in China. I was asking how it looked like. Oh, today a lot of people come to go, great. Looks like you. I said, what's so
they told me they could.
Oh, you said it looked like you?
Yeah, they said, very much look like you. I said, maybe it's me. I was joking around with that.
What else do you have going on?
Well, I just come back from China like 2 days ago. I'm doing a huge movie there, like did Crazy in China Loves Me Now. So I had a little problem before with Red Corner, which they play a lot lately, like a cable. A lot of people come to me for that today. So now I'm solving that problem now. I feel like the politics, all of that are too much more complicated than my comprehension. So I will never deal with a movie like that. And I think I have right? You can't do it. I'm just an actress, but I'm getting into trouble for something I don't even understand. Anyway, not talk about that. So I have, I think I did 4 movies in the post-production, including one of 3D film. Why you laugh? You think I'm funny?
Because she's laughing, so she's making me laugh.
I smile.
I'm
smiling. I'm not laughing.
I'm a comedian. If you laugh, it's natural, so I understand.
No, I laugh with you, not at you, never.
No, it's okay. So. As you're talking about music, I write songs too on YouTube, iTunes. I wrote songs, lyrics, music, and recorded on my own 5 hours per song. Wow. So it's very unique, both in English and Chinese. So I'm part of me, like I have 8 little spirit in me. One of my characters is a little rock star. So I've been like, had a little bit like, before I was a little bit trashed by the media. So I told them, I said, daring to trash me, also daring to celebrate me, because I'm a great human being, a great actress. So now I'm more like elegant, like ladylike. That's crazy. I put my crazy part in the music. So I want you to watch the movie Dumplings. It's on Netflix. I won the Asian Academy Award for it. It's a crazy movie.
Wow.
She did. Yes. Cool. What are you working on right now?
Right now, I just got back from doing a movie called Millwood, which is a horror movie, surprise. It's about a children's insane asylum. So, you know, there's nothing more creepy than children, hospitals, and evil nurses. So, you guys gotta keep an eye out for that. And we're going to Atlanta next to do a movie called Morningside with a bunch of guys from Criminal Minds and True Blood. Neither show I watch, so I don't know who these people are, but apparently they're very famous. So, you guys gotta watch that. And that's kind of more of a thriller. It's a kind of weird cop drama, and I play a badass kind of, I think pretty lesbian-ish cop. So, watch it. And I'm not doing any music, because these girls do. I don't sing.
You might do it later, you don't know.
Maybe you give me enough cocktails, I'll sing anything you want.
When you took on the role of Micah, did you expect the film to become very larger than life and remain popular for nearly 20 years plus? And also, was it scary holding a crow in the last part of the movie?
Yes, I'm honest with you, I did not speak English then. So it took me 2 months to read the script. I still didn't understand. So that was the truth. So basically, the most amazing things like sitting on I tell you a little story quick. Sitting in the makeup room with Brandon Lee every day. He was like teaching me how to play a video game. He said, you're Chinese? I said, yeah. He said, I'm Chinese. I said, are you kidding me? I said, no, you're just joking. You think I'm Chinese? He said, yeah, my father's Chinese. I said, really? I said, what does he do? He's an actor. His name is Bruce Lee. I said, oh. He said, you don't know Bruce Lee? I'm sorry, I don't. He was like shocked. He said, probably you're one of the only person in the world doesn't know. So I said, I feel kind of bad. So I went back in North Carolina. I called my friend in New York. I said, who's Bruce Lee? So they speak English. They said, Li Xiaolong. So I said, oh, next day I come to set. I said, I know who your father is. I said, no, Werner. He said, how come you didn't know before? I said, I never speak English. I only know Li Xiaolong. I don't know Bruce Lee, the pronunciation in English. So he was like so proud. Actually, it was really, I feel for him, like he wouldn't eat much because he kept his finger, and his fiancée was there waiting to get married after the film. So I feel like such a fatal life. It's so short. That's why film is great, because no matter where we are, and we're still there at that time, at that moment of being alive, that's a magic. And holding the crow, yeah, they put all these things on me, holding a real crow. I was stupid. I didn't understand. They're shooting all the guns, they count on me. They said, Bai Ling, get out of your head. We count 1, 2, 3, you go back. I said, what about if I keep longer and shoot on my face? So I did not know all of this. So luckily, because I don't understand language, so I was safe.
Thank you.
So many different. You, sir, with the... What shirt is that? Apes' Kiss?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, go ahead.
Questions for Tiffany? I really enjoy Abominable.
Ah, sweet.
And it was like an old school.
That one was for you, Eddie.
Thriller, which is missing from a lot of movies today. I just want to know, is there going to be a sequel to it?
That's a good question. I actually got that question last night from somebody. But I don't know. I doubt it, because it's been a bunch of years, but there really should have been. I mean, it was the #1 movie on the Sci-Fi Channel for 8 weeks in a row or something like that, which isn't hard to do because the movies on there are terrible. But they should, and if anyone saw it, I died in the most interesting way of all time, bent backwards through a tiny window being pulled out by a giant Bigfoot. Kind of awesome. And you never actually saw me die, so I could come back in the sequel as like a paraplegic or something, like Matt McCoy in the original. So you never know.
Dave.
Now, when you were on Sons of Anarchy, how was it working with Kim? And is Emilio, is he really as crazy? Did you meet him all the time? I know I met him a few times. He's a card.
Yeah. All the guys are pretty interesting. They're all like full-on bikers now. They all cruise up in their Harley gave them all matte black, just sick motorcycles. So they're living that life, you know, straight up. I mean, I spent more time with Charlie and Proman and Katie, but yeah, he's definitely an interesting one for sure. I steer clear. Yeah, he's amazing. He's very sweet.
Yes.
For Taryn, with your work on Boom Cat and your solo work, and then you've got your TV and movies on the side, is it a struggle to do both, or do you find it a balance? Like, you need time away from Kale and go do a movie?
Yeah, I mean, it just got really tricky. It's so funny because the beautiful thing about this business is when it rains, it pours. So it's for so long I've been wanting my music back on the radar, how it is, and doing a lot of touring and stuff. And then all of a sudden offers are coming in. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. But as long as my team stays organized, I stay organized, you know, and I keep my stuff in my calendar proper and get enough rest, I can balance it out.
I'm sure your brother's supportive.
Oh yeah, my brother, he's my best friend, so.
I was trying to get questions from anybody. How about that side of the room? Anybody? No reading. Okay. Yes.
Can't hear.
What was it like doing nude scenes from the perverted guy in the front row? Well, did you enjoy them? Then that's all that matters. This is for you.
What do we do with that? The last question. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Tiffany. I know you're from New York like myself, and a couple of years ago I was at the Fangoria convention at the Staples Center, and I know you were engaged to Corey Haim quite a few years ago, and when I was at that convention, there was like nobody by his table, and I felt really bad. I was talking to him and his mother, and I shook his hand, and he was telling me how he got his act together, he was sober and all that. And then when I got home a few months later, I heard he died, he overdosed. I was just wondering how that affected you personally about him dying.
I mean, anybody that you know dying is going to affect you unless you're a real asshole. You know, I mean, so anybody that you've ever come across in life that's had a hard time and they can't pull it together, and you know, or they're sick and they die, it sucks. So just like you meeting somebody and you heard that he passed away, it's terrible. Same as all the people here. So same as all. And I hope you keep watching those naked movies.
You realize you've got a stigma now. Everybody sees you.
I got a few more you can find at the table.
All right.
Oh, you just brought it down a level.
Thank you. I want to thank Tiffany, Taryn, Bai Ling. This was fun.